guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am behind once again, even though I wanted to re-record all the episodes with a different background. As you can see, it's blue, but it looks, I don't know, like there's like little hints of green. I'm not sure, but anyways, I am going to continue because if I keep on postponing the videos and trying to reshoot them, I will not meet my mark of daily video releases. And as you know, life can get a little hectic and overwhelming. So before I go into all the stuff that we're not here to listen to, because this is a beauty channel, I want to start by saying thank you so much for following me if you already do and subscribing. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe bell, notification bell, subscribe link. I meant link. You see guys, I am exhausted because that's what happens. Yeah. So anyways, back to the regularly programmed, is it even a show? You know what I mean, guys. So like I said, hit that subscribe button over here below, but there's gonna be a sign up here. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also comment below. I love all the messages I am getting on Instagram, on my private DMs, but please try to write them on the comments below as well, because I don't always check. I'm not always able to check all the messages. So this would be a little bit clearer for me in terms of which questions are from where, from whom. So let's get back into it. In this YouTube video, we will be talking about proper summer skincare. Yes, if you are wondering what the hell does that mean, there are different skincare routines for different seasons, for different weathers, just like there are for different skin types. So let's dive in deep. Here we go. So in this video, we're going to talk about cleansers for the summer. We're going to talk about serums for the summer, toners, masks, night creams, and SPF. And we're not going to get into makeup because in the summer, people don't usually wear that much makeup. Your skin is already pretty oily and dewy, and we will talk about why that is. But I want to talk a little bit more about what the proper skincare is for summer, in case you didn't know, because I myself, in the past, when I was like really young, I was using the same thing for all seasons and stations until I learned from another expert that there are such things as different needs and different weathers and different climates and different seasons and different when there's too much sun, when there's not enough sun. And it made sense because in the winter you need more hydration. In the summer you're sweating more. Even though you are dehydrated, you are producing more sweat because your body has a whole another system that it goes through. So we are talking summer skincare routine for the AM. So for summer AM routine, meaning morning routine, we always want to talk about, and you will hear all the experts, dermatologists, specialists talk about summer cleanser. And what that is really, you want to be using a lightweight cleanser because again, it is hot out. Depending on where you are, I'm in New York, it is muggy. There's a lot of pollution, and now with face masks, because we are still experiencing the pandemic, which is COVID, it's a little tricky. And I will talk about acne and face masks in another video. If you guys are interested, please comment below. I do appreciate the comments on Instagram, but if you want me to comment about those things, please comment below. So back to our skincare routine for the AM in the summer. We want to use something that's lightweight, something that is gentle, because again, there is a lot of moisture in the air, there's a lot of pollution, there's a lot of humidity, there are a lot of factors that go into that, and we don't want our face to feel overwhelmed, because it does. When you go outside and it's really hot, you feel like this musk, or not musk, that's the wrong word, just like mist kind of just like dirt and pollution and just like mug. So when you want to do that AM routine, you want to make sure that you get a cleanser that is not oil based, water based. Usually for the summer you want to use something that is water based. Also, you want to think about what is your skin type. There's another video that I did before on finding out what your skin type is, because that is like the number one thing. You want to know what you are working with so that you don't start doing random things and you get breakouts or whatnot. So now that we know we want to go with lightweight cleansers, how do we do it? And also gentle. In the morning, I always, for all seasons, it doesn't matter where I am, I always love to go in with a gentle cleanser. And that is because in the morning, you just kind of want to rinse off whatever treatments you put on at night, whatever serums, whatever you did for your face at night. You just want to rinse that off so that you can prepare for the morning. And the reason for that is a lot of people love to keep those products on. I myself, depending on what I use, I keep some of the product on. I don't really wash that hard, depending on what my day looks like, what my routine looks like. If I'm going to stay home and not film or not go outside, I like to keep the products in. But usually when you are going to be a normal person and just go out, you want to use a gentle cleanser just to wash off the excess product that you had on last night. I start with a clean face, a fresh face with a new routine, new toners, new serums for the day's challenges. So that could be sun protection, that could be weather protection, that could be hydrating, that could be something that will minimize oil production if you are having or suffering from combination skin or oily skin. Or in the summer, we kind of all look like someone rubbed Vaseline on us, or just like really oily, like glass, like not the kind of shine that you're trying to highlight, like you're trying to dab off the oil. So again, we're gonna go in with the gentle cleanser, and then we're gonna follow up with a toner. As you guys know, the toner is meant to stabilize the pH in the skin because of the different weather, because of the different environments that we go into. In the summertime, we go from hot to humid to cold to hot to humid to cold. That is very challenging for our skins, even though we don't think about it. But can you imagine your skin is an organ, and then you are in an air-conditioned building or in your house or in your apartment or wherever you're at that has an air condition. There's no real sunlight, there's artificial sunlight, so your skin is adapting to that. Then you decide to go take your dog for a walk, or just to, I don't know, go to Starbucks, or just go outside to be like a person getting fresh air, and then your skin is immediately being thrown into like another environment where there's sun. Now you need to protect from the UVA or UVB rays, and not only that, but you're going to be protecting against pollutants, you're going to be hit with humidity, you're going to be hit with dryness, you're going to be hit with dehydration. That is a lot for your skin to take on. Now, we don't even think about it because our body is so smart that it does it for us automatically, but our skin is not always able to adapt. And that's not even mentioning whatever products you put on your face that may not be appropriate for the summertime. So in the summertime, we want to stay as light as possible, and we also want to stay with things that are hydrating for our skin that are not oil-based. I love oil-based stuff. It's super rich. It just feels so good on your skin, but beware, because oil-based products are heavy on the skin. So you want to make sure that when you go in with your cleanser in the morning, you're going to be gentle. When you go with your toner, obviously it's going to be gentle for whatever your needs are, for whatever your skin type is. And when you go in with your moisturizer, which is the next step, I mean, I skipped the serum because I'm not sure. Everyone is different and it depends on what you want. But for me, in the summertime, I don't love serums, only because I feel like they don't absorb properly. That's just my own thing, but many people love serums. I like serums at night when it comes to the summer, and that will be the next video. We're going to do summer routine for the PM, which is super exciting because you get to do a lot of really cool things that your skin will benefit in the next day, which is today in the morning when you're doing your face, AM routine. So back to that, like I was saying, so when we go into moisturizers, I also like a water base. So again, when you do anything, you want to make sure if you're going to start off with a water base, you continue to do everything with a water base, depending on your skin type as well. Again, I do water base. I have combination skin, and I like really lightweight stuff in the summer because you want to just kind of feel like you have nothing on, but something that's going to still protect you. So if you're going to do oil base, because that's what your skin needs, you want to make sure that everything is going to be oil based, including your makeup, including your SPF, because we know water and oil don't blend well together, so you can get flaking, you can get just like products not absorbing correctly, it's gonna blob out on your face and you're gonna just look like a hot mess. And even though you don't look like it immediately, sometimes it may take a while, and you don't want to find out when you're like halfway out the house that everything you did was all crazy. So when we do go into our moisturizer, make sure that it is a water base. I like to make sure that it's a lightweight moisturizer. Sometimes I like to have one with SPF, but in the summer I really don't play with sunscreen because I get freckles. Let me see, can you see my freckles? I get lots of freckles here. I've always had them, and I always, like, it's always the funny joke. I spent all winter and fall trying to make the freckles kind of diminish, and then summer comes and they just peek right out like nothing happened. So that's my own thing, but I digress. So I like in the summer as well, as much as I love multitasking, in the summer I don't love my products multitasking because I feel like it's such a tricky season with the humid and the hot and the cold and the dry and the super sunny and then the wet days. So I like to have every single product that is different. Like, I like to have the SPF separate, I like to have the moisturizer separate, I like to have everything separate because there are many products that are like all in one, and believe me, those are my favorites. I love things that do like multiple things at once. I love my multitaskers on everything, like for hair products, for food, for everything. It's just, I love things that can do more than one thing. So after that, we want to go in, well, actually before that, sorry, I want to say that we want to use our eye serum. So if you have an eye serum or any eye concerns for deep puffiness or bags, fine lines, this is the opportunity. So after your toner, that you want to go in your eye and do your eye cream for your fine lines, wrinkles, whatever your concerns may be. And we want to start from the outside in, and we want to use this motion because, like I said before, you want this muscle to be picked up. So you always want to, people say do this up, but that's not the right way. You want to go in like this. So you're doing counterclockwise. That's another tip. So back to that. Another thing that I do, actually, I have a mini fridge. I've had one before they were a thing. I think it's like, I think almost since I was 16, I've been using mini fridges, and they didn't have cute ones back then. So I had like that really like ugly little like real mini fridge where I would put my products. And I don't know where I read somewhere that like some supermodel would put her foundation on in the fridge because when she put it on her skin after like waking up, it would melt on her skin, and it made so much sense to me. I'm like, whoa, that makes sense. So she said she used less product, the skin really loved it, it absorbed very quickly, it just really melted because the product was so like cold, and her skin was at room temperature, obviously warm, we're all warm. And so when she had the combination, it was just so beautiful, and like if she didn't have primer or anything. So ever since I read that in some book in a library, yeah, I went to a library to read about beauty because internet wasn't as big as it is today, and I would go to the public library to read about beauty rituals and beauty routines and like what the it people were doing way back then when I was like 15, 16, I was doing all this research. So ever since then, I decided, well, if it worked on the makeup and the foundation, it definitely is going to help on all my products. So I have like put all my products in the mini fridge, and it's a little bit bigger than a mini fridge at this point, but I really, really love keeping everything cold. I really feel like it makes a difference. If you're able to do it, I would suggest you to try it. If you don't have a mini fridge, if you don't have space for one, you can put it in your regular fridge, but just know that it will be a little bit more cumbersome in terms of getting it every time, because I tried that before I was able to save up enough money to get my little mini fridge way back when. I'm not gonna say when, but in my teens. And it was really like hard to go back and forth and to remember to go get my lotions or to go get my tonics and whatever. I mean, I would make my own DIY products, so it's a little bit annoying, but if you're okay with that, power to you. So I keep on talking and talking because I'm so excited to be back on, and I hope to continue to produce every day, but we shall see because life happens. So now that you got your moisturizer on, you will be going in with a sunscreen, because in the summer you definitely, I mean, this goes for all seasons, but in the summer, for the most part, yes, this is why the freckles are there. In the summer, for the most part, you always want to use SPF. You also want to reapply every 2 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, depending on the sunscreen you use. And then after you use sunscreen, maybe if you're interested in, you can use a tinted sunscreen or a tinted moisturizer. But like I said, I prefer my products to be separate in the summer. Then you want to apply your concealer or your foundation or whatever it is. I prefer to do concealer. I only use concealer. I don't have foundation. I own it, but I don't really wear it much, because I just do like the under eyes and like a little spot if I have like some freckles, and that's it. Usually I just put concealer here, a little bit here, and like I do like, sometimes I do like little funny things, but I don't really need it there. So again, I'm just too excited to talk to you guys. Like I'm saying, then after you put your SPF, you want to go in with your makeup, blush, lip gloss, whatever it is, but try to keep it as light as possible. They do have summer makeup. Most people who wear makeup do have different makeups for different seasons, for different shades, because when you get tanner in the summer and in the winter, you become a little bit less tan because there's not a lot of sunlight outside, so there are lighter shades. So usually people have at least 2 different shades. So this is an opportunity to know that your darker shade, maybe you want to go with a lighter foundation. The brand that you like probably has a summer formulation. If you ask, if you do some research, you can find that for sure. Another thing I want to mention about the summer is that when you are reapplying your sunscreen, you don't have to reapply the same sunscreen that you used before. Oh God, as I'm talking, like, sirens are going on, but if you hear it, I'm so sorry. If you don't, good job. I think people with headphones might hear it. But let me go back. So when you reapply your sunscreen, they do have, so there are many brands. I'm not going to say brand names because I'm trying my best not to talk about all the brands unless you guys really want, because I love non-toxic things or clean products, but I've had my fair share of experiences with all products, so I can literally talk about all of them because I've tried them all. Just because I do like clean beauty doesn't mean that I don't know dirty beauty. So I can do that. I want to do that right now. Right now, I just want to give you information, and I want to empower you with what you have, because I don't love telling people about all these brands and all these must-haves when you have your own. Like, I know most people have so many products. I myself have so many products, and when I hear someone talk about, or someone that I like look up to, or that I think, oh, I love their beauty routine, I love their non-toxic stuff, or I just love what they're doing, I need to buy that. And I get influenced because that's just what it is. But I don't want to do that in my videos. I don't want to influence anyone to go buy products. I do have a lot of messages where people ask me about products, and I do answer them, and I try to guide them in the best direction. I ask for their budget. I ask for what their needs and concerns are. I ask if they like clean beauty or regular beauty, because I don't want to make recommendations for things that are not in people's budgets. And I'm very conscious of that, and I want people to know that I strongly believe in that. I'm not going to be here promoting a product that's so expensive and unattainable because it's super clean and it's non-toxic and it's amazing for your skin, when there's another one that is not as clean but 1/10 of the price, and it does the same thing, if not better. And if you're not into that, why would I steer you that way? So I don't want to talk about brands, but there are brands. If you do your research, I'm sure if your most cosmetic companies have some sort of this kind of reapplyable SPF, because SPF is really big in the beauty industry. It protects your skin from sun damage, from free radicals, from UVA, UVB rays, and it just really helps keeps the skin's integrity in one piece. So every single brand has some sort of version of this. So make sure to look into your brand, because I am not going to be influencing you to buy things that I love. If you guys want to see the products that I love, that I use, I can totally do that. But as of now, like I mentioned, I want to keep it as clean and as uninfluential as possible in terms of buying stuff from me. And I don't want to push products on you either. Unless you ask me to, then I can do that also. So back to the SPF. So after you apply the initial SPF, it's usually hard and annoying to like take off all your makeup and do it all again. Nobody really does that. So what you do is usually brands have like these like mineral sunscreen powders, and they have like these applicators with push buttons, and there's so many different kinds of compacts that they have, like with, you know, powdered sunscreen that you can literally press and just dab it all over yourself. And not only is it great because you can reapply it every 2 hours and it doesn't mess up your makeup, it actually helps your makeup because it gives you like a refreshed look. It makes your face a little bit more matte, so it kind of helps absorb all the excess oil that your body and your skin is producing throughout the warm, humid day. So that is my skincare for summer routine for the morning. Tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be talking about skincare, summer skincare for the night, which is really, really good. You do not want to miss it. This is where all the magic happens, at night. Believe it or not, I'm not sure if people are talking about this, but nightly routines are like the holy grail of anti-aging and rejuvenation, and I don't know why people are not stressing out about this. Morning, great, amazing, good, but night is where all the magic happens. So tune in tomorrow. Do not forget what I always ask you, sharing is caring. So if you found this interesting, if you found something that somebody would need to hear, that somebody would want to know about, is curious about, if you know someone who is not doing this, if you know someone who is not putting these things on in the right order like I mentioned, please share this video with them. Comment below, like, and hit the subscribe, whichever way it is. I'm not sure. It's over here, it's over here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.